Well, it looks like New Wave Toys and GRS Thunderstick Studios announced their next collaboration project. That's right, guys. The next mini Replicade 1/6 scale arcade machine coming from New Wave Toys is going to be Crystal Castles, along with an optional separate control panel from GRS Thunderstick Studios. But here's the question: is it going to be worth it? Okay, guys, we are back. This is PDubs. As always, thank you for hanging out upstairs with us. Very excited to see that yesterday, New Wave Toys did put out the big reveal that Crystal Castles is now up for pre-order, and it is the next mini Replicade. And I'm also going to show you how to save a few bucks and tell you what I think about this particular order. Crystal Castles was released in arcades in 1983 by Atari, and this is a game where you get to play as Bentley the Bear. And you control Bentley the Bear with a trackball. With this trackball, you have to navigate him through 16 different playing fields / mazes. Bentley also has a jump button. It's the only action button on this arcade game, and that helps you jump and avoid obstacles and enemies. Now, the goal of every level is to collect all the gemstones that are scattered through each maze, and then you move on to the next level. And keep in mind, too, the enemies are going to try, or at least some of them, to steal the gems from you. So if they get to the gem first, you don't get to collect it, you don't get to earn the points. There's also bonus items such as honey pots that give you bonus award points when picked up, and all the different enemies have their different patterns, movesets, etc. Now, keep in mind, too, that the gem eaters, if they touch you, you're dead. You lose your life. 3 lives, and you're dead. This is a fun arcade game. We've seen it released on many different platforms over the years, including most recently on the AtGames Legends Ultimates, as well as on several Arcade 1-Up Atari arcade cabinets. Is it one of the greatest arcade games of all time? No, I wouldn't say it's one of the greatest arcade games of all time, but it's definitely a classic, fun arcade game that a lot of people enjoy. New Wave Toys is going to have 2 variants of it. One that looks like an original Replicade replica of the most common arcade machine out there that you may have seen, and then what they call their Field Test Edition. New Wave Toys is usually pretty good about coming out with multiple variants of these, so you can pick the one that appeals to you the most. This is a Field Test Edition. As you can see, it's got more of, no artwork on the side, just the wood paneling. Different looking marquee, same shape cabinet, same shape speakers. Yeah, you're still going to get that special CRT lens over the LCD screen, make it look like a CRT. And the glow-in-the-dark trackball. And the glow-in-the-dark trackball, in my opinion, is super, super cool. It's a new thing. When it comes to New Wave Toys, every single time they come out with these Replicades, they always try to add something new, something different to each Replicade, such as the last versions of like Berserk and Frenzy that had like the PCBs you could remove. Just neat little touches, right? Neat little things. Take a look here. Here's the Replicade that looks like the original arcade machine, or the one most commonly seen. And this is the one, in my opinion, looks absolutely spectacular. The artwork looks fantastic. Man, it's a shame it's only 1/6 scale. I would love to see this in a 3/4 scale size arcade cabinet, but it looks beautiful, in my opinion. Great artwork, glow-in-the-dark trackball, everything you see here. Now, keep in mind, when it comes to the pricing of these games, we're talking $199. I mean, a lot of us miss the days, guys. We miss the days when it was only like $150 plus with pre-sale discounts, $120, $130 to get these. So these are probably the most expensive, getting up there, most expensive mini arcade machines that we've seen yet from New Wave Toys. And that kind of hurts the budget a little bit. You could also buy them as a combo package as well. Now, when it comes to the GRS Thrak-ball, that's right. There's a separate detachable control panel that GRS Thunderstick Studios, Glenn's Retro Show, has partnered with to sell as a bundle for Crystal Castles. And as you can see here, it mirrors and looks exactly like the artwork on the original control panel right over here. And of course, you have your jump buttons on either side as well. And the trackball glows in the dark, changes colors, etc. Well, I think it at least glows in the dark. I can't confirm if it changes colors. Now, it's interesting to note, I did confirm Glenn's Retro Show did a live stream last night, and I did ask him in his chat during his live stream. I said, hey, man, is this Crystal Castles control panel is this going to be compatible with the Golden Tee control panel? If you guys remember, a couple of months ago, the Golden Tee mini Replicades went up for pre-order with a separate GRS arcade control panel that you could buy with a GRS Trak-ball in it, a white one. Obviously, it doesn't glow. And Glenn did confirm on his chat last night on his live stream that, yes, these are going to be compatible. So if you're all in on Golden Tee like me already, don't feel pressured to buy this control panel unless you really want one that matches the arcade, as well as matches has the glow-in-the-dark trackball, and the button placement is going to be a little bit different on the Golden Tee versus this machine. But that is great news in my opinion. I'm super happy to see that Glenn's Retro Show and New Wave Toys are going to make sure that these arcade control panels are going to work with both of these units. That way you don't have to buy both unless you choose to. Now, if you didn't pre-order Golden Tee, maybe you would want to get this one, because this one actually has probably the coolest feature, which is the glow-in-the-dark trackball. But keep in mind, that's going to be completely up to you. And again, the bundle pricing on these is high. I mean, we're talking $350. A lot of 3/4 scale arcade cabs go for that, right? Or higher, right? So it's like, that's a lot of money for a mini arcade machine plus a control panel. So you really need to think about if it's worth it to you. When it comes to me and what I'm going to do, I have no problem getting the mini Replicade. And I'm happy to hear that New Wave Toys also is offering another pre-order discount. All you have to do is go to their website right now in the next 23 days while it's up for pre-order. Enter the code CRYSTAL20 and you'll get 20% off. So that's $40, and that'll knock the price down a bit. So that bit of savings does help customers, and I appreciate New Wave Toys doing that. When it comes to me, my dudes, I will definitely be ordering one of these because I think they're just so nifty and I love this company. And the one that I'm going to be pre-ordering is going to be just the Crystal Castles Replicade, because I'm already all in on Golden Tee and I don't need the separate control panel, because now we know that Golden Tee control panel will work with this one, and I don't feel like buying both control panels, but that's just me. I want to know what you guys think. Is this worth it to you? What are you going to do? Give me your thoughts, feedback, reactions below. If you enjoyed this quick news video, do me a favor, give me a thumbs up on the way out, and as always, my dudes, thank you for subscribing.